Happy 21st birthday, Rebaa, and hi to all of our friends. Mark Errichiello here, your Victorian State Representative, and proudly being able to share with you an update on the 12 months of real estate in Victoria. One of the main challenges that we've had, and we've just come out of our fifth lockdown now, and in total we've spent 6 months in lockdown at home, working from home, homeschooling since this pandemic began, and the hardest challenge to overcome and navigate from that in Victoria in particular was that there was no inspections permitted in real estate in person, so we had to adapt, move to online auctions, online due diligence and viewing where possible, or find other ways to do business during those times. As harsh as the lockdowns have been, real estate business was still able to continue out of lockdowns and thrive. Unlike many other businesses that suffered, there continued to be strong demand for housing, demand for people to relocate to regional, bayside and peninsulas, and to larger homes in established areas that people were desiring within Melbourne metro areas also. Growth within the 10 to 15% range with houses in metro areas, even stronger growth in some of the regional and bayside areas as well. Mornington Peninsula being one of the areas that had the most growth in the last 12 months. Positive year overall with houses and units. The only market that was affected the most would be the high-rise, high-density CBD and Docklands apartments, and mainly due because they're all catering mostly for international migration, working visas, student visa population that usually occupy them. So we've seen rental yields decreasing in these areas and vacancy rates increasing, and we probably won't see any change or adjustment there to correct that until the pandemic's over. Decision for buyers to relocate for lifestyle, especially around the Mornington Peninsula. We mentioned some of the strongest growth there. Suburbs like Rosebud, Rye, improvements with people being able to work from home, investment from government into infrastructure and transport and roads, all helping this growth as well. We experienced one of the largest June quarters for volume of auctions on record as well, and clearance rates too. Haven't really touched on the commercial market. Plenty of data has been shared by the REIV. If you'd like to receive those slides, yields with vacancy periods or rent deferrals or rent adjustment periods, the biggest factor, but purchasing in the commercial market in the outer suburbs as well as increased during the June quarter. One of the biggest changes in the residential tenancy market, over 130 reforms that the government brought in place with the regulation changes to the Residential Tenancy Act, most of it due to minimum standards, changes that are enforced now and mandatory, and minimum safety requirement checks, which all buyers agents should be aware of if buying in Victoria. Vacancy periods with the apartment market, as mentioned, biggest factor affecting the rental yields in the city, but houses in regional areas, houses in metro areas, people wanting more space, helped yields increase with those types of dwellings. I would have loved to share more of this section. This is my favourite part. I love what we do as buyers agents and as a Rebaa community. This is a member highlights, voices of Victorian buyers agents. So one of our members and veterans in real estate with many years experience, Michael Ramsey, Director of the Advocates Property Advisory, he went on to let me know and share a story where he used his time during our lockdowns to follow up and consistency with past clients. He followed up over 300 past clients. One led into an investment property, a subsequent investment property for a past client, and also a further 4 referrals from that client, and reigniting a great relationship. Some of the properties he was purchasing $50,000 below the client's expectations. So great stories look forward to hearing more of them as well. It's been amazing to be a Victorian State Representative. Hope to continue that in the future. Looking forward to organising an event in person in November, and also future events rather than being virtual. Please get in touch if you need anything. And also just a reminder, REIV is offering 2 CPD points for participants today, so we'll make sure that's registered. Thank you and see you soon.